Alrighty, howdy ho folks, Multiversal Medium here for another episode of Harvestella. So, briefly in between episodes, because same recording nonsense, I actually read what it takes to unlock the third panel. And as you can see for Warrior, Mage, it's unlock 8 panels, which we have. As well as get this job's Echo Stone. It's like, no idea what that is. So I guess we're not doing that. We're done with the Mage. Basically done with the Warrior. As you can see for the other classes that basically were unlocked via having a party member, you need to get to level 6 closeness with the individual to unlock the third panel, as well as doing 8 skills basically. So yeah, not for nothing, but we might not be getting the third panel on almost any of these, because if the job's Echo Stone is a stupid side quest, I'm probably not doing it. It feels so weird saying that. It really does, because like almost every other game I do on my channel, I try to do everything. I really do. I really try to do everything. Like, I go out of my way to like try and just finish every side quest type thing. I try to Pilgrim, I guess, and yeah, I like rogues in games sometimes. Let's just try that. But I usually try to actually, I don't know, give you guys a view of the game as a whole that you wouldn't get otherwise, because hey, you're watching me play and I'm going to try to showcase all the game has to offer. It's actually dumb of me. Let's just use the teleport thing. The issue with that being is I have to have like an actual bit of joy from the game. Like actually be like, oh yeah, that game's actually kind of handled all right. I can understand, you know, wanting to do that and go further into it. It's not this game. This game sucks unless it somehow changes real quick. Anyways, I said like an episode or 2 ago, let's check this map. Does this look like a research center? Does it? Does anything around here look like a research center? Have you noticed how all these buildings don't have a single entrance? No, this is dumb. This is dumb. You can't say this is a research center. You effing can't. This just isn't a research center. This is just a dungeon first and a skin over the dungeon second. That's all this is. There it is, the monster in question. Okay, cool. Can she just go kill it? Do we have to fight it again? Oh, hey, I bet you anything we need to fight it again. I can't see its weak spot yet. You'll need to weaken it first. Yep, okay, fighting it again. Got it. Easily done. Yeah, whatever. Let's go, or we got it this time. Let's just get this over with. Come on. So, like, everyone's weapons do the little, like, teleporty thing. Like, just 100% they do the weird teleport. What's a Mahuza? Is there a reason? Okay, so I need to be, like, at a distance? Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna admit, I didn't look into how this class worked whatsoever. But yeah, everyone's weapons just do the teleport into your hand thing. How were we kept in prison? Oh, well, the monolith was, like, stopping us from doing... Nope, they haven't explained anything the monoliths do. I call BS. There's no reason we couldn't get our weapons out when we're taken prisoner in, like, the church or whatever. Anyways, stab it. Go stab the thing. Or we could just walk around it. It's regenerating. This is it. I see it. Okay. Cool. I don't know why we couldn't have done that. You did it. That was amazing. Was it? It was literally her only... Whatever. I'm impressed. It's her only job. Just glad I haven't lost my touch. You killed things earlier today in front of the orphanage. I didn't think you did. You really earned that title. Assassins are so cool. Both of these seem really inconsiderate, but hey, I'm typecast as an idiot, so why not? Assassins are so cool, apparently. There's no need for praise. It won't make me feel any better. Yeah, I was aware of that. That was a really cruel thing of me to say. Why do the buildings have windows when they don't have doors? Is that a door behind those blocks over there, actually? Like 100%, if we could go into various buildings, I'd be fine with us. It's just... It's a dungeon first, a tech skin over it second. I was forced to learn how to kill people since I was able to walk. I do not care. Using this ability now, I do not care. This made me realize that the only thing I know how to do right is destroy life. I do not care. Estina. That's not true. You raised me back at the orphanage. And you're a wonder with the kids. Wait, how old is she? Your past does not define your identity. You can do so much more than kill. Azel, how old is she? And I'll kick anyone's ass who tries to tell you otherwise. Azel, like, I get we're all weird JRPG individuals and we all basically look the same. We either look like children, teenagers, or the elderly. How old is she? Oh, Azel. It's just like you said, Estina. A shadow assassin is nothing more than baseless gossip. You're you, not some fable in a book. How old? You're a teacher at an orphanage who just happens to have a killer arm. You grew up to be a fine young man. Okay, like, you two do not do anything where that's leading, because that constitutes grooming. Do not. Now, this isn't the place to stand around chatting. We need to start looking for Tiela. You're right. At least that's out of the way, huh? Or you shut up too. Something on your mind, or so the assassin was really just a rumor? Something on your mind? I don't know why I freaking even asked that. I should, with the assassin one, I instigated with Arya again. Why did I ask her something? Don't ask her things. It makes her talk, and anytime she talks, it's a hassle. I guess I'm just glad we have a guy like Azel around. I don't think I could have handled that as smoothly. Yeah, Arya, you're kind of a bee. Come on, we should follow them. Shouldn't we just go? Why do we need to follow them? Whatever. Look. Just look. Cool, cool. Just got to the next monolith. Let's see how far we can actually go into this dungeon before it demands I do something else. Oh, hey, flying thing. Kill it. Do you think if the boss summons like enemies or whatever, will they actually be a flying thing like that was introduced in the dungeon slash plotline wise? Or do you think it will be a random plant thing that's on the ground that just shoots out poison that confuses you and makes you walk into the boss's AoE? Oh, okay. This is... Why? Why? Like, I'm not joking. Why? Why is this necessary? This 100% just feels like the... They did it for all the dungeons except the first one. They did it in the first dungeon. I have zero recollection of it. Yeah, the first dungeon would have been fire. So yeah, I don't remember anything fire-based in the first dungeon. But yeah, what the heck is the point of like every one of these dungeons? Like, oh yeah, here's this elemental thing. Okay, but what does that add to exploring or dealing with the dungeon? Like, let me put it this way. I play first-person dungeon crawlers. I'm not against each dungeon having its own, like, dungeon nonsense puzzle stuff. Actually, just looking up there, this looks like it may low-key be a bit more puzzly slash exploration-based. But the other two dungeons were so bare bones basely set up that it's like, why even bother with this weird elemental nonsense? It doesn't add almost anything to the dungeon diving. It doesn't make it feel different. It doesn't make it feel like, oh yeah, this dungeon has a unique mechanic of so and so. It's annoying. And not in the gosh, I can't believe they made a dungeon this way. In the why did you bother way. It's not detrimental. It's annoying in the fact, like, they didn't properly design philosophy anything that's going on. There's no reason for them to be elemental things. Like, you could argue, yeah, world building wise, like, yeah, we're going for the elemental stones. And it's like, are we? We still don't know what the frick a monolith is, even though we're currently interacting with them, because they won't world build what the frick a monolith is. This one I need to fix. Yeah, just whatever. Like, they just refuse to world build this stuff. Why don't we know what those are? Why haven't we had a single conversation about what those are and what they do? Why did I have to freeze water in the ice dungeon when everything except the areas I needed to cross by freezing the water was already frozen? Why in the freaking, like, water dungeon or whatever, where it was filled with water, like, to the brim, besides arguably in the dungeon, that area that was a living space for the sirens, they're supposed to have lived there. It was where they lived. It was their home. Why was it set up so you couldn't traverse a majority of the areas without just getting weird fountains going? And why did Meep Meep not know how to traverse the entire area? What I'm talking about, it's not properly world built as a dungeon. They said this was a research facility. This is a research facility. Wow. Who makes an effing research facility that you cannot traverse whatsoever without wind powers to float across things? Like, how does that work world building wise? How are you supposed to go anywhere in this place if you need to float to various parts?
This one looks
that
tough.
Doesn't make sense. The overgrown plant nonsense that we needed a cutscene for makes more sense. What we just did makes more sense than this whole monolith thing for exploring this dungeon. There's no reason there are wind frickin' power things here. This isn't even to get to the Seas Light. This is the Heaven's Egg thing that's just attached to the Seas Light. We could be investigating the actual Seas Light as opposed to doing this. This is, as far as we're aware, low-key unrelated. We're going to assume it's related because that's how it's always been, and from a gameplay and storytelling perspective, that makes sense. But as far as our characters are aware, this is unrelated. This is attached to what the heck we should be looking at and seeing. There's no reason for us to be here. There's no reason for you needing the wind to navigate it. This isn't some weird, booby-trapped murder mansion where we need to figure out all the puzzles to get across without facing a horrible fate or whatever. No, this is a research area that should be very simple to walk through because researchers aren't physically capable of running and jumping and floating. You see the effing issue? Because every single dungeon has been this way, with the exception of the first. And the first isn't a good dungeon. Let's see here. There's a whatever, who's a what's a there. Let's just go up the steps. It can't go up the steps. 100%, it just can't. Yeah, we got the potion. Cool. Whatever. Anything over here? No. Actually, I can't even attack? I can't attack. Wait, what? Am I wait. I can't attack. Are you effing serious? Wait, hold up. What? I think this is the first time I've never been able to attack because of stamina. What? I just full-blown cannot attack. What? Since when has that been a thing? Since when has it been a thing that I can't even swing a weapon without stamina? Is it because it's one of the, party member job classes? Since when has that been a thing? This is a cultivation pod. It looks like it was abandoned a long, long time ago. Well, cool, whatever. What's a cultivation pod used for? It's how someone, cultivates to immortality, man. Don't ask questions. It's a vessel used to grow living things, or oftentimes create them from nothing. Yeah, you never want to know how the lab-grown meat is made, right? Hold on just a moment. I already thought this place seemed suspicious, but you're telling me life was once created here? What is this place? And why do you know so much about it, Arya? Don't feed into her delusions. Oh, God. Well, you see, Arya is... Can we take one moment? Specifically the cutscene where Arya told Azel this stuff. Specifically that cutscene. I want to say an episode, 2 episodes ago. Honestly, they're all starting to blend together. I'm going insane. That cutscene, she specifically said, "This stays between us." The first instance Azel could tell it to someone, he did. Seriously, the first instance he could have completely hand-waved that stuff. Every plot beat is hand-waved in this. Nobody would bat an eye. That's how people talk in this universe, just hand-waving nonsense. Nope, you have to tell them about Arya's past and how she's freaking crazy. She's effing crazy. Must say, I find that all hard to believe. You should. So let's pretend I'd never asked. It's none of my business anyway. Good. I wish it wasn't mine. Honestly, it isn't. I don't know why the heck I'm here. Oh, that one's going for some reason, even though it's the first time we're seeing it. There was something living in this pod until pretty recently. Oh, you mean like a Tiliana? A blonde girl that freaking just randomly woke up with no memories? What's wrong with that? Oh, nothing. It just caught my attention. Yeah, it's the only one glowing blue and not shattered. Why are the other ones shattered? Hey, like, not for nothing, Arya, but like, can you use your tech know-how to see what the data on this pod is? Oh no, that'd be in a better RPG. You know, something like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic or something. We don't do that here. But finding Telia is our priority, I'm sorry. Let's keep going. Yeah, like, can't you just check that? Nope, that'd be in a better RPG. Where we actually world build. This is a frozen biosphere sample. Must have been their end product. Yeah, like, could you check what, like, the data on it? Like, I'm certain there'd probably be a terminal around here to check on the... Nope. Better RPG. Not this one. Okay. Did I just play Knights of the Old Republic? I probably wouldn't do it on the channel. I played through that game so many times, and people know that game. It's whatever. You activated V wet footprints. Modus monolite. Okay, so, like, quick question. Is it legit? Since when have I not been able to effing attack with no stamina? Has it always been that way? I don't remember it being that way. I really don't. I 100% do not remember it being that way. Whatever, we got slightly deeper into the freaking dungeon. Let's go to sleep, get some stamina. Probably get a cutscene. You know how it is. This game loves just shoving cutscenes down your throat. 99% of them are relevant. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, no cutscene. Yes, finally.
Take care out there.
Do not talk to me, Arya. You do not pay rent. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Mine. There. Sure, why not? Let's pop. Small poison cord. Do some crafting. Yeah, whatever. Crafting. Fortify. Crafting. Don't need the seeds, but whatever. It just keeps giving them to me, and whatever. Just 100% whatever. It's not going to stop giving me seeds. It thinks I need money for something, but this game never gave you a reason to have money. Just maybe at some point in this game, it's going to have another, like, hey, this is kind of like a money check sort of thing, where it's like, hey, you can't get past this point unless you have this much money. So go make money. Because they don't have other ways of stopping the player, basically. As far as I'm aware, they don't. How else would they stop the player without it just being a plot beat? Make the plot beat based around money, and now the character / player has to farm. Repair kit level 2. Gotta get better repair kits? Gross. Gross.
Well then, shall we begin? Right?
Seriously, just... Like, I like how we were so confused by that big regenerating monster, but we've been fighting the small versions since before we even entered this dungeon, basically. Like 100%. I think I pointed it out in the forest to the summer seas light. I'm like, oh, that's a cool design right there. I like that. It's really nice. It's what it's always been. And Yeah, just that one had to be pointed out because it's different. It's slightly bigger, even though we've been facing ones that were different sizes the entire time. Because it was a plot-based one. So, like, considering I can't attack without stamina, and I'm pretty certain, like, did they switch that? It feels different. Looks like somebody's journal entry has been left open. How do I know how to use a freaking terminal? More tests again today. Why must we keep doing something so mind-numbing day after day? Why did you become a researcher if you have that mindset? They keep saying this is for peace. Defeating the enemy will bring peace. If I do it, will I finally be free? Why did you become a researcher? What enemy? Like, what, dude, just, why are you even here? I am the dragon that will bring peace. Okay. Dragons are the most powerful beings in history. I'm a master of the sky. Not that I know what that means. Okay. What is our enemy? What do they want me to fight? Okay, cool. Tiela is not human. Cool, whatever. Awesome. Cares? Who cares? I really don't.
This one looks strong.
It's... I can't think of a way for them to actually get me to engage. They've lost every single opportunity they could have. The last time they could have gotten me to engage was the stupid freaking weather machine that the priest had in his freaking like cave. That was funny. And I'm like, come on, follow through. They did a little bit of a follow through and then they instantly dropped it. Like seriously, it could have been funny. It could have been awesome. But it's... No, it's... Why the heck would they follow through on almost any plot beat? They don't do that. They really just don't. They do not care about proper writing. It's... I'm really just trying to think of a way for me to care. I really am. Because it's got to be there somewhere. There's got to be a way to make me care, right? There's got to be a way. Like, there has to be something where I will actually be invested, right? People like this game for a reason, right? Seriously? Like, it's got a 7 out of 10. People have to like this game for a reason, right? Like, I know people can be wrong, but it's like a general consensus that people like this game. I'm just trying to understand the reason. Like, even if this game somehow does get me invested, I'm only continuing to play this because I'm doing it on my channel. Why did other people stay around to the point where it would have gotten them invested? Nothing about this game is engaging. Like, it's weird because, like, I've played bad games. Bad games can be engaging in their own way. And arguably, the only engagingness this game has is how bad its writing is. Its writing is so bad that it is engaging in a way, and that's all it has going for it. Looks like somebody's journal entry has been left open. How do I know how to use a terminal? I swear. They said the tests were finished. I never thought such a day would come. We are weapons. Our only purpose is to fight and survive. That's what those people said. Does a weapon need a soul? Do you even know what a soul is? Why was I born? Who was I born to kill? If that is my purpose, then I don't want to live. Don't want to hurt anyone. Why did they give them journals? Why did they let them have an access point to like terminals to write journals if they legit made them? What was the point of educating them to such a degree? Like, seriously, like, why? What legit is the point of like raising a creature teaching it how to read and write, and then just being like, oh, by the way, here's a journal for you, man. Read and write your own journal. Why? Why? Seriously. Give me a valid reason why. That's all I'm asking. Like, this makes zero sense. You know what this, like, I just walked past that area up those stairs or whatever. You know what I got weird flashbacks to? Digital Devil Saga. Oh, that'd be fun to play instead of this. Actually, a good game. Good game would be fun to play instead of this. Good game. Anyways, besides the fact this isn't a good game, like I was saying, I'm playing this for my channel, basically. That's why I'm following through. Even though the story is the most engaging bit, it's not engaging in a good way. It's engaging in the, wow, this effing sucks kind of way. And you have to share with other people. It's like, dude, no, but seriously, it effing sucks. Like hardcore is like, oh, it's that bad. It's like, yeah, it's worse than you're thinking. It's really bad. But even then, like, what made other people follow through?
This one looks strong.
What made other people continue to this point? Like, we are not in the NES era anymore. We don't have to keep playing bad games. You get a bad game, you can just play to a point and be like, okay, nope, this effing sucks, I'm out. At any point, we're all allowed to do that. Okay, we got a potion. Like, is there a reason I should ride the wind? Is there a reason I should just do this? Is there legit a reason to go from area to area as opposed to just running through? Is it because of the FOEs? But the FOEs aren't an issue. Like, quite literally, I just ran through here without any issue and I wasn't even trying. Whatever, I guess I got a doll. Cool. I got this game's equivalent to a tiny medal. Awesome. What do I need those for? I don't know, and I don't care. I really don't. I really don't. Okay, cool. You know what? I'd actually be willing to play instead of this. It would sound weird if you actually, like, watch other bits of my channel. Sword Art Online, like, Fatal Bullet, or Hollow, whatever the heck. Like, the Sword Art Online games are just as horribly written as the actual, like, story and all that. But, like, the games are engaging gameplay-wise. It's like somebody's journal entry has been left open. Life is such a dull thing. If we break, then we don't work anymore. That's it. Humans are no different from machines. Their hearts make them so weak. For how long do they carry such a fragile organ? Humans are slaves to their hearts. You can't disobey them. Run for your lives, broken puppets. Puppets dance. Marionettes cannot flee. They just spin and spin and spin. Why did you guys, like... Why did you teach them to read and write? That's what I'm confused about. Why did you teach them to read and write? There's a message left open here. A cease and desist notification from the Ethics Committee. This project has committed severe ethical violations. We demand immediate suspension and destruction of all records. The following must appear before the central government. Okay. So that's what she is. Sure, why not? Cool. Just whatever. Whatever. Hi, Giella. Fiella! Here she is. Hazel! Fiella, you're okay. I'm looking all over for you. Come on, we're going home. No, don't come any closer. What? Why would you say that? You mustn't take another step, please. Just forget about me and leave. There's no way I'm just leaving you here. Hazel, I told you. Sacrifice the witch and we're good. I'm fine, really. So just leave. Fiella! I would like to go out on a limb, and I want you all to be made aware of this. Why do you all suck at communicating? Something's not right. Fiella wouldn't turn us away like that. Why do you all suck at communicating? He really doesn't want us to follow. So we can go now. I think she might be hiding something. Yeah, obviously. So we can go now. That all makes sense now. Oh, Arya, did you read her little, like, pink unicorn diary she kept under her pillow? Figure it all out. What did you find? It's pretty obvious. It's still a theory, but we're getting closer to confirming it. Arya, why are you doing like a weird Detective Conan like cosplay this one dungeon and not any other time in the story? Like seriously, why? Hazel, you may not like what happens next. But please don't turn away. She's going to need you now more than ever. We just, like seriously, what is with the weird Detective Conan nonsense? You've never done that before. Whatever. I'll tell you what, guys, it's been an episode. Insufferable as always. Dealing with nonsense as always. Not wanting to be here as always. Slash, yeah, sure. Sure. I'll talk to y'all later in another episode of Harvestella where we'll get down to the very obvious plot beats that it's been shoving down our throat this entire time. But until then, ciao.